As you guys all may know, Native Thoughts. Welcome to another Native Thoughts. But as you guys may now know, is that we do a lot of different things besides movies. I want to do more things besides movies, and this time I want to talk about a little news, wrestling news. I myself am a fan of wrestling, not the biggest fan of wrestling, but I grew up watching the wrestling. I catch up to it every now and then, but I'm not really the diehard fan. But this past weekend we had a tragic loss of a Mexican wrestler, Latin wrestler down in AAA, Spanish League Wrestling, a big corporation, kind of a minor one, but it's big, but it's not that famous also. But if you're, it's pretty much just the one where most wrestlers go to while they're touring. And around this tour that they usually do, they have famous wrestlers who are no longer on contract or on taking break. They want to do some matches. And this one we had Rey Mysterio fighting again in the tag team match. I forgot what the wrestler was, but there is a tragic loss in that match because he was going up against Hijo Del Perro Aguayo, if I'm saying that right. I'm Spanish, but I mess up my Spanish every now and then also. But tragic loss. The wrestler supposedly, the thing is that he had tragic drop kick towards to him, hit by Mysterio. Kind of messed up, I believe, a spinal vertebrae, something like that, down his spine. Try to do I believe it's called Hurricane when they spin them. Landed to outside the ring, come back in, another drop kick by Rey Mysterio, but into the shoulder, around the shoulder, like around here. Landed on the top rope to perform Rey Mysterio's signature move, the 619, if that's what it is. As he's about to do it, Mysterio doesn't hit him. He passes over him, realizing that the wrestler, Hijo Del Perro Aguayo, was knocked out unconscious, hanging around the ropes. The only thing I could say this is that it took him a while to get any attention. You can see blood dripping down the eye of, I believe it's the right eye, the left eye of the wrestler, and he looks out unconscious. He's not moving, he's not talking. It looks like he's barely breathing. Took quite a while for paramedics to get there, take him down to the ambulance, and I believe hours later after taking him, he had passed away. Here's the thing, as much as I respect wrestlers as much, because yeah, it is fake, it is entertainment, it is scripted. The thing is that they do a lot of practical falls. They do fall a lot. They do hurt themselves. Believe it or not, once they jump off the rope, that little jump off the rope could even spring they could sprain anything. They could pull a muscle ligament. Just by jumping off the top of the rope, they could do anything. One hit could knock them out. One hit could put them into a concussion almost. So I respect them that they do have a busy schedule also. They are constantly touring, especially here in the US, where if it's WWE. TNA is a different factor. TNA is more of a we have a show every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks. They ship them out, they fly them out, they record, they have a house show, and the best matches, I believe, they record them and they do a compilation and it becomes the weekly show, and I believe that's what it is. As they're doing that, in the U.S. they do have more paramedics, they do have more help, they do have more insurance. The biggest thing, and this is in Mexico. This is it is a famous corporation. It is a big corporation. It's a wrestling corporation. They do sell out most of the stadium shows that they do. Problem is that this is Mexico's, and as much as I'm not blaming that it's Mexico far and anything like that, the thing is that if they do more rough stuff in their matches, I believe this was a Iron Man match type of match, which they could go on for as much as long as they want. The match only lasted 6 minutes, but the fact that there was no paramedic on the corner waiting to spot if anything was fine, anything was wrong, if everything was okay, and then it took almost like 2 or 3, 4 minutes just to get 2 minutes to get there. It took another 6 minutes so they could get them into a table and pull them out into the ambulance, or pushing away the crowd so they could pull them out in the table. Does seems kind of wrong, because it's like, this is a business. This is a league in which you are not doing the most extreme sports, but you are doing something as heavy lifting, as impact, heavy impact and all that, and you don't have a paramedic or someone who at least knows that well, it does kind of come off a bit. angering, kind of, a little bit. And another thing is also that I feel bad that everybody's blaming is Rey Mysterio. Oh, Rey Mysterio killed this person. 619 kills Rey Mysterio and stuff like that. But it's not like that. I should think that people should blame him for as much as because this is a profession. This is an art, you know. This is that environment in which they know what they're going to get into. They know the cause and effect of it. But when you're going to be blaming someone for it, I mean, it just seems kind of hard-headed. It kind of seems like you're peer pressuring them to feel so bad for something that he just did because this is his career. This is what he's known to do. This is what he loved to do. And to be attacking him like that, you know, all over the internet, people doing this, people saying that, yeah, he did kill him. People want to testimony, want to put him for manslaughter. As much as I did hear that it's manslaughter here because they never got to him, they never got any paramedic attention as fast as they can, and as much as manslaughter because Rey Mysterio kept hitting him when, as a matter of fact, I don't think he ever advised anybody that he wasn't feeling good or not. But the fact that I don't believe you should be blaming Rey Mysterio, you know. Rey Mysterio is an okay wrestler, but the thing is that if this is going to be, I mean, this just seems sad, you know. And even the fact that he even said that if he passes away, he's going to retire. He's going to feel forced to retire. It's kind of sad that you would, but I mean, look at Rey Mysterio's history. He does have a friend, at least close enough friends who passed away. You know, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, tragic accident that happened. I mean, it's the only thing I say is my respect to the wrestler Hijo Del Perro Aguayo. I mean, I did see him a couple matches, you know. Like I said, I grew up on wrestling. I did see him a couple things. Like I said, it's sad. Respect. As much for Rey Mysterio, you know. Don't let anybody put you down. You know, I mean, you are doing what you do, and this is your profession. And I truly believe that a true wrestling fanatic, as if you're going to be doing that as a profession, I think dying in the ring is either an honor or it's also a tragedy. Also depending, you know, if you give your 100%, if you really believe in your company, if you believe in your profession and all that, I really believe that's an honor to go out with, you know. I mean, anything like that. I mean, think about the movie Darren Aronofsky, the wrestler starting Make It Work. I mean, it's similar elements about wrestlers, which people should check out that movie more often because I feel like that's a little underrated movie that it is known and it's famous, but I feel like I hear day by day people who barely watch it and they fall in love with it, you know. They didn't catch it as it came out. But like I said, you know, much respect to the wrestler Hijo Del Perro Aguayo, Rey Mysterio. Don't let anyone put you down, you know. Wherever you choose in your career, it is your decision. No one as a fan is going to put you down for it, but if you feel of a guilt because people are telling you that it's your fault, don't take of it as like that, you know. I mean, I just really believe that it is a profession that you do, you know. It is something that happens, and you know, much respect to all you guys wrestlers, much respect to all the wrestlers in the world. It's a profession that I do like a lot. I grew up watching it. I don't watch it as I used to, but I still catch up every now and then. Pay-per-views, this and that. I get excited to see what's the next up-and-coming wrestler that comes out in. But if anything else, you guys could check out more Native Thoughts podcast on SoundCloud or even on YouTube. You can see more reviews. Anything else that we could probably talk about, we'll probably talk about. It's mostly going to be me, but you're probably going to have enjoyment, at least I hope, in saying them. Alright, everybody, good night.